Welcome one and all to the Pinkamous channel. Speaking of channels, there's been one that's been sprouting up that's really been pissing me off as of late. Who am I talking about? None other than Screen Culture. What feels like the entirety of 2021, Screen Culture has been popping up left, right, and center on my recommended / homepage. For those who don't know, Screen Culture is a channel that makes these fan-made / concept trailers for things like Marvel, DC, HBO Max, Netflix, Disney, Star Wars, really any of the big blockbusters. Screen Culture will be there to make content about it. Now on paper, there's nothing really wrong with that, right? But the way that this channel does it, it comes off very, very scummy. You see, the lovely folks behind this channel title their videos as if they are actual trailers coming from these big studios. Also, Screen Culture edits their thumbnails to mimic how studios make their YouTube thumbnails. I cannot tell you how many times I've fallen victim to Screen Culture's tricks and deceptions. Whoa, no way, did you guys hear that? I just got the word of the video. No way. Oh my god, this has never happened on the channel before. What was it? Let's see. Deception. Interesting. Good word. It's actually embarrassing the amount of times I've clicked on a video thinking that there was a trailer for this movie or TV show that I'm looking forward to, only to realize after watching that it was just a Screen Culture video. And this is how this channel continues to succeed. As we all know, the average YouTube viewer only really pays attention to two things when looking up videos: the thumbnail and the video title. And that's exactly what Screen Culture banks on. They want people that don't pay attention to what channel these trailers are coming from. Wait a second, this trailer from the Batman isn't coming from the verified DC channel. Nice try. Although YouTube has given Screen Culture that verified checkmark. Well, now they look even more legit. Well, this trailer is coming from a verified channel. It must be real. Why? Why would you do that, YouTube? If you're just throwing around these check marks, I'm more than happy to take one. And I realize they have fans for some reason, and these fans will make the argument, oh, but they clearly state that these are just fan-made and concept trailers in the channel bio and video description. Yeah, it's to cover their asses, man. Because obviously, putting out these fake trailers gives them some backlash. That argument only really works if they had put the words fan-made and concept in the actual video titles. But they won't, because they know that if they actually do, then they can't clickbait. You know, then the clicks and the views will take a hit for it. Their only goal is to swindle and deceive people into clicking onto their videos so that they can farm up views and trick the YouTube algorithm into showcasing their content to as many people as possible. And it's been working, because I believe before 2021 started, they were under 100k subs, and now, 8 months later, they're over 200k. Actually, why don't we take a second and look at some specific examples of their content, shall we? Now, going to their channel, you'll see that they mostly make trailers around Marvel stuff, which makes sense because Marvel is very beloved by a lot of people, and they have been putting out a ton of content this year. Now, some of you may still be on Screen Culture's side on this when it comes to making fan-made trailers, which is fine, of course, but what if I told you that this channel also has a nasty habit of making trailers for movies that were never even announced, but they'll present it as a real thing that's coming? You still on their side? Oh, here's a great example. They recently put out a trailer for a movie called Avengers 5: Age of Galactus. Really? Wow, gee wilkers, I haven't heard Kevin Feige talk about that. But what makes this even funnier is that a week prior to uploading that trailer, they put out a different trailer called Avengers 5: Secret Wars. Well, which is it, man? Age of Galactus or Secret Wars? Oh, actually, we're getting a live update from the Screen Culture channel. They actually put out another Avengers 5 trailer. Can you believe this? And this time they called it Avengers 5: The New Avengers. Now, out of those three titles, the New Avengers one is the most realistic. But what are we doing here, Screen Culture? What are you doing? And also, the name Age of Galactus sucks. Screen Culture, do you really think that Marvel would put out a movie called Avengers Age of Ultron and then 3 movies later put out a movie called Avengers Age of Galactus? I don't think so. Alright, let's watch these two trailers and I'll point things out that I noticed. Let's start with the Age of Galactus one.
Heroes. It's an old-fashioned notion.
Alright, not much has happened yet, but I do wonder how often they must get copyrighted on these videos. Like, do they make a profit at all off the ad revenue? I assume they can get away with it, like, a lot of the time, just because as someone who edits videos, I know how to quickly move fast copyright footage just so I don't get slapped by YouTube by it. But even the music, like, they're using actual, like, music, or are they actually? There is this channel called Samuel Kim Music who makes music that's influenced by the big properties. Like, I know they've made a couple of Marvel related scores, so maybe they're using someone like Samuel, if not them themselves, to put them in the trailer content, but that I can't really prove. Oh, what is this?
Devourer of worlds.
Okay, so now I've noticed that they've switched over to footage from Rise of the Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four sequel back in like 2007. And actually those texts that pop up with the blue shadowing, those look old. They do not look... Are those actually from the Silver Surfer trailer? Oh no, I have to look that up real quick. Yup, they just pulled those texts straight out of the Silver Surfer trailer back in 2007. Why? Why would you do... Why can't the editor just come up with new text to throw up on screen? That's so weird.
Today we are canceling the apocalypse.
Oh, did they really try to pass off Dormammu as Galactus? Fuck off. That was quite the trailer, I must say. Great. Alright, let's go to the Secret Wars one now, just to compare and contrast a little what they do differently on this one.
A lot of running. A lot of pain.
Okay, nice. They added Florence Pugh from the Black Widow movie. Okay, that's a good touch. I do have to admit, the editor is quite good at making it look like a real trailer. If you didn't know the context of any of this footage or narrations or where any of that's coming from, then you can definitely be fooled by this.
If you think I'm evil, just wait till you meet my theory.
Okay, so I've noticed that in the Age of Galactus one, they focus mostly on Silver Surfer footage from that Fantastic Four movie. In this one, they're focusing on the Loki show, which I guess makes sense for Secret Wars. I actually don't know. I don't know what happens in Secret Wars. I don't read the comics, I just watch the movies. Oh, notice they used footage from Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Okay, alright. We don't need to watch the one that they just posted the other day, because I think we got the gist of it from those two. Hopefully that gave you a good enough idea of the kind of stuff that Screen Culture puts out. Now, I am not the only one who has noticed the wrongdoings of this channel. You'll find comments exactly like these two throughout all of their videos. And actually, the other day I saw that somebody put a 2-minute expose out on Screen Culture, so I'll leave a link to that on the information card, which I believe is over there. I could be wrong, it's this one, but I think it's this one. But there's actually one fan base that Screen Culture pisses off the most. Who is it? Why, the Spider-Man fan base, of course. If you've been living on a rock for the past year, Spider-Man fans have been speculating hard of what's going to happen in the third MCU Spider-Man movie. Especially considering it's been greatly rumored that both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in the movie, thus uniting the only 3 actors who have ever played the live-action Spider-Man. And the fans are going nuts. Are they in the movie or are they not? We must know. I mean, Marvel and Sony haven't even put out a trailer for the bitch yet. I mean, seriously, man, where is it?
Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Now, the people at Screen Culture are very aware of this outcry from the Spider-Man fans. So much so that they have put out so many trailers for SpiderMan No Way Home, and they allude to the fact of Tobey and Andrew being in the movies. This pisses off Spider-Man fans so much, to the point where Screen Culture's Spider-Man trailers are their most disliked videos. But does that stop them? Nope. In fact, a few weeks ago, they put out a video claiming to be the first 8 minutes of Spider-Man No Way Home. And don't even get me started on the thumbnail for this. It's literally Tobey Maguire and Kristen Dunst as their Peter Parker and Mary Jane getting married. Oh my god. Screen Culture does not give one single fuck. I did watch this video out of morbid curiosity, but I also wanted to know how they handled themselves in an 8-minute video setting as opposed to their usual 1 to 2 minute trailer videos that they do. And well, it's something, I can tell you that. Dude, my favorite part of this is when they have someone dub over Tom Holland so that they can make sense of the next scene. Just take a look at this.
Yeah, that blind guy gave me his card in case Spider-Man ever needs a lawyer. Wait, hold on. If he's blind, how did he know I was Spider-Man?
I can't make this up, man. That sounds nothing like. Also, whoever that is, they high-pitched their voice to make them sound younger, like Peter Parker. Dude, it's so funny. Now, at this point, some of you may be wondering just who is behind the Screen Culture channel. I want to know. There is one character that appears in videos from time to time. This guy is Riley, and Riley appears in the giveaway videos. Screen Culture puts out these videos in order to give away free merch, which I assume is an attempt to take some of the hate off and develop fans that will partake in these giveaways. But believe it or not, Riley here isn't actually the head honcho like I originally thought. You see, Screen Culture has a website, and on said website they have a Meet the Team section. And here they are, the geniuses behind Screen Culture. Oh, brava, brava. Or as I like to refer to them as, the 4 horsemen of the film apocalypse. Nikhil is the CEO, Tobias is the editor, Kim is a freelance audio producer, and ya boy Riley is a freelance video producer. Quite the ragtag team, if you ask me. So, the Breakfast Club over here also claim on their website that they run a YouTube multi-channel company, but they only run 2 channels. Barely. After taking a look at their other channel, Screen Alcoholics, they pretty much do the same thing over there that they do on Screen Culture. The only difference I really notice is that they tone down the Marvel stuff on the second channel. I'm looking mostly at HBO Max and DC related content on this one. At this point, I couldn't help but notice that on their channel they show that they are present on other social media platforms. So I'm naturally curious. And I thought to myself, surely they get called out on Twitter for the stuff they do. And they do, but not for the reasons that I thought. Someone that goes by KR Presents claimed that Screen Culture stole footage from their fan-made Moon Knight trailer for their own Moon Knight video. Screen Culture actually responds by saying that they didn't steal any footage. KR responds saying that this is clearly their color grading, title cards, hooded VFX, etc. And then Screen Culture admits fault and that they should have asked for permission. By the way, this all happened back in January and they have not tweeted since then. Next, I checked out their Instagram, but I actually couldn't because it's set to private. Wonder why? Next, I wanted to take a look at their Facebook page, but it no longer exists, apparently. So let me see if I got this correct. We have an inactive Twitter, a private Instagram, and a deleted Facebook page. You throw all 3 of these ingredients into a witch's cauldron, and what do you get? I'll tell you what. A shady influencer. Uh-oh. Now to wrap up this whole video, what's the big takeaway? Some of you may be thinking to yourselves that this all seems pretty harmless. And while yes, you are correct that these videos, trailers aren't really that harmful, they do get annoying after a while. Like, when people look up trailers, they want the actual legit trailers coming from these studios, not these fan-made ones. Sure, some people may like that, but for the most part, people don't. But I think the biggest issue when it comes to channels like Screen Culture is clickbait. When you are a YouTube creator, clickbait is very normal, right? It's a thing we all do from time to time as an easier way to rake in the views. But there is a good way to do clickbait and there is a bad way to do clickbait. An example of a YouTuber who does clickbait in a good way would be someone like Mr. Beast. When Mr. Beast puts out a video called "I Get Hunted by the FBI," guess what? He actually delivers on that promise. You click on that video, that's exactly what you're gonna watch. But for a channel like Screen Culture, they deliver on the bad kind of clickbait. Don't put out a video that's titled "The First 8 Minutes of Spider-Man No Way Home" if that's not actually what the video is. It's like I said earlier, Screen Culture's one goal is to swindle and deceive people into clicking on their videos, thus farming up views and tricking the YouTube algorithm into showcasing their content to as many people as possible, thus growing their channel and growing their brand. Bottom line, that's shitty. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Watch some of my past content and also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Pinkamous. More videos to come and more pots to stir. Bye.